communicator. So it seems to me, I want to bounce this off of you. Haven't we become kind of space distracted? You know, there was one story, it was getting to the moon.
So
Sagan had one show, Cosmos, everybody watched it.
Well,
now
keep in mind, everybody, we went to the moon on account of the Cold War.
Okay.
I mean, it was a Cold War effort, and you could argue that it was successful. But then the amazing science that spun off of that has led to the internet and mobile phones and global positioning and all these other things, because space exploration has become routine, or in some aspects. And that's nothing but great. And to Heidi's comment, so everybody, what happened was I took one class from Carl Sagan when I was in engineering school. And now I'm the CEO. I left the room and there was a vote, and now I'm CEO. But there was estimated that there were maybe a planet around every 100 stars. Well, now we think, you know, in order of magnitude, there's 10 planets around every star. And this gets into the expression billions and billions. It really is amazing how many planets there must be out there. And so, as I always say, there's two questions we always ask. And if you meet somebody who hasn't asked these questions, they're lying to you. Where did we come from? And are we alone in the universe? And these are just deep, fundamental questions, and they're within us. And if you want to know the answers, you have to explore space. And everybody, to Heidi's point, it is very reasonable that we will find evidence of life on another world while we're all still alive, which would be astonishing. I mean, it would tell you, first of all, what if there's no evidence at all of life? That would mean, wow, we are unique in a way that's literally hard to imagine. But the other thing, it's very reasonable that we'll find life. Just think what it would mean. It would be like Copernicus or Galileo. It would be just fundamental. It would change the way everybody feels about being a living thing.
To Bill's point, because I think he's right. Just in the 6 months I've been the NASA administrator, we now know that methane cycles on Mars are perfectly in order with the seasons of Mars. We also know that there are complex organic compounds on the surface of Mars. This is just within the last 6 months. Now, that doesn't guarantee life, but it increases the probability that there is life. And it's up to us to find it. Also, since I've been the NASA administrator, we now know that under the surface of Mars, about 1.5 kilometers under the surface, we have found liquid water. These are astonishing discoveries.
So everywhere there's water on Earth, everywhere there's dampness, there's something alive. And so just think if there's Martian micro, I mean, it would be astonishing. And we do that kind of exploration.
It's not the only place in the solar system.
That's right.
Either,
well, let's talk about Europa, for example. Yeah. Jupiter's moon Europa, which is a little ice ball, but under that crust of ice, we believe there's a liquid water ocean. And I want to tie this back to what Administrator Bridenstine was talking about, the human spaceflight program. One way we've been able to track the plumes of water we think exist on Europa is using the Hubble Space Telescope. And one reason the Hubble Space Telescope has been the most revolutionary tool in astrophysics for 28 years is because it was serviced by astronauts. It was launched on the shuttle program, and the astronauts went up there. They took out old instruments, they put in new ones. They took out old gyroscopes, they put in new gyroscopes, which are working again, in case you're wondering. And we do hope to be back on Sky with Hubble very soon. I'm very excited about it. So astronauts, the human spaceflight program works hand in glove with the science side, and I don't ever want to separate them. We need them both.
But let me